Hey guys, just a quick one today because I'm having a holy bleep moment. Now, I don't know about you, but if you've been using the new Lumix S1 Mark II, you probably know that you can't open the raw files in Adobe software right now because, of course, Adobe always lags behind with new cameras. However, today I was able to load Capture One on my Mac and load the raw files from the S1 Mark II. Now, I've been shooting with that camera for over a month now, maybe 2 months, and I've been quite frustrated because I haven't really felt that I've got the full potential of this camera and the files, the photography files at least. Anyway, so I'm going to show you on my screen what I just did with a couple of clicks, and I mean, I barely even looked at the software. I did not read the manual. I just, used my intuition, as we do, because we've all used enough photo editing software to know which sliders to use. So let's take a look right now. Okay, so here we have this photo of a tractor with totally backlit, and I did this on purpose. I wanted to see what the camera could capture. Now, I'm not going to go through all the things that I did here, but I'll just give you a little overview. There's many tabs, and this is the Adjust tab, and I'll show you what I did with the exposure. I basically hit auto, and then I tweaked it, and I think the key for me was this brightness slider, and it really helped the field here in the foreground. My favorite part of Capture One is the dynamic range. Now, right now I have highlights minus 100 and shadows plus 100. And when I did it automatically, it did it that way, and you can see that it's got a nice smooth gradient around the sun. But if I open up the shadows all the way here, you can see that I have a really nice foreground as well. Now, it was fairly dark, so let's not overdo it here. But if I recover even more highlights, you can see what an incredible range of color and highlight detail that I have now. Let's just do the split slider. So that's before any edits, and you can see extremely backlit right into the sun. And I mean, I'm pushing the limits of this camera and this software right now, but holy cow, check out how much I got out of that image. I'm just blown away. I really am. Here's the original RAW file. Here's the original JPEG file, straight out of the camera. Here's the edited JPEG, edited in Lightroom. And here is the edited RAW file in Capture One. So you can see all 4 of these images are completely different. Let me know which one you prefer. Of course, I prefer the one edited in Capture One. Whew, I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked. Oh yeah, here's another one, which is kind of cool. Now this, again, completely backlit. So let's just, for fun, let's just hit auto exposure. Boom, we got a little bit of lift. Let's go to high dynamic range. And boom, 2 clicks and I've got a usable image. But I just wanted to show you what a couple of clicks does with intentionally backlit photos. And even just like the color that I'm getting, the saturation, I'm quite impressed with, just the quality of what I'm getting out of these raw files. Now that's not just software, that's definitely the S1 Mark II is coming through for me. Now the reason I'm super excited by this new discovery of mine, thank you Capture One, is because I'm heading off to an astrophotography workshop in a day. In 24 hours I'll be heading off, and I wanted to be able to open up my raw files from this astro workshop because I'm going to be shooting with the S1 Mark II and probably the G9 too, just to see how it compares full frame to Micro Four Thirds. And for good measure, I'm also going to be taking the S9 along because why not? Let's try out our little brother camera. Now, if you are one of the thousands of photographers who are getting totally fed up with Adobe and the delay that you always get when new cameras are released and you can't open your raw files, you might want to consider Capture One. Now, works really well with Lumix files. And if you've recently purchased an S1 Mark II, you will get a 3-month free trial of Capture One, so you can play with it a long time and see if it suits you and see if you like it better than Adobe products. Now, having said that, it's not cheaper than Adobe. However, I feel that the quality is much better in the files that I'm getting. Now, I haven't used it for very long, but so far so good. I'm just loving the dynamic range that it can pull out. As well, this camera has amazing dynamic range, just saying. Give Capture One free trial a try. I think they have a 7-day version as well. So just see if you like it, compare the edits you get with Capture One with your Adobe products or whatever else you're using, and maybe you'll make the switch to Capture One. Anyway, you can also shoot tethered with it and all sorts of other features which I've just barely scratched the surface. All right. That's all I gotta say, so check it out.